The fact that both of these dudes are not in the NFL, yet you use them for your social justice propaganda, and now they're mad about it? Brilliant troll. There's literally nothing that I can say to defend either side of this story. Neither. They're both nuts. They're both crazy. On one hand, you have a victim, a person like Colin Kaepernick or Eric Reid, who is a professional victim, who makes up a bunch of fake stuff that doesn't exist to pretend that they're offended over it, and then wants to attack the NFL and then cry and play the victim when the NFL doesn't want to hire them. And then on the other hand, you have the NFL, which clearly doesn't give a damn about any of this social justice stuff, but they want a virtue signal and they want to get the optics correct to make it pretend like they do care about it. So they can, I guess, pander to the woke Twitter crowd that doesn't really care what they do or what they say. All the Twitter crowd wants is for their demands to be met. They don't care about the actual product. But we just have a big nonsensical circle of nonsense, and that's really what this story is about. So we reported on the story yesterday with Kaepernick running his mouth about the propaganda and how they don't care about, black life, and they're blackballing Eric Reid for fighting for the community, yada, yada, yada. And again, I thought that was hilarious because it's like the guy that you apologized to, Colin Kaepernick. First of all, you invite him for a conversation. Then he doesn't take you up on the invite. Then you apologize to him, even though he's the one that wouldn't talk to you. And then he calls you out and puts you on blast for spreading propaganda, which is absolutely true. It is propaganda. Thank you, Colin. Thank you so much for confirming that. And it's just stupid, man. So now here we are with Eric Reid, the person that Colin Kaepernick claimed as being blackballed by the NFL. Eric Reid calls NFL's use of Colin Kaepernick in social justice video diabolical. Eric Reid on Monday called the NFL social justice campaign this season half-hearted at best, and the league's use of video of Colin Kaepernick kneeling while the quarterback remains unsigned diabolical. How do you feel about what just happened? I'm not going to get too far into that because this is a sports channel, but how do you feel about what just happened a few days ago with those police officers sitting in their car? Was that diabolical? Was that diabolical, Eric Reid, Colin Kaepernick, LeBron James? None of you want to talk about that, do you? Of course you don't want to talk about that because it goes 100% against the false narrative and the fake lies that you continue to spread. But we don't want to talk about that, do we? The free agent safety tweeted that Commissioner Roger Goodell has gotten comfortable, saying he was wrong not to listen to players about social injustice. And if his mere acknowledgement reconciles his admitted wrongdoing, he hasn't even called Colin to apologize, let alone reconcile, proving this is only a PR for the current business climate. No shit, Eric Reid. A business trying to have good PR? Wow, what a crazy, crazy story. I guess that makes them ist and isms, right? My gosh, a business that wants to have good PR. Wow. Yeah, that's just diabolical. Reid added that Goodell uses video of Colin courageously kneeling to legitimize their disingenuous PR while simultaneously perpetuating systemic oppression. That the video he's using fights against by continuing to rob Colin of his career. It's diabolical. So let me get this straight. Colin Kaepernick decided to kneel for the national anthem while wearing an NFL uniform and being paid by the NFL. And the reason he was doing it is because he was taking advantage of the platform that the NFL allowed him. But you're saying that it's diabolical for the NFL to then use the footage that they own of him trying to take advantage of their platform that they gave him. But there's nothing wrong with what Colin did. It's pretty interesting how when the roles get reversed on the social justice weirdos, they suddenly want to cry about it. That is the most hilarious part of this entire situation. Eating each other alive. That is what SJWs do best. That is what social justice nonsense does best. There is no foundation for this stuff anywhere. It's all just a big circle of bullshit and nonsense. And then here's Eric Reid in his tweets. Reid's tweets came a day after Kaepernick called out the NFL's campaign. While the NFL runs propaganda about how they care about this, I already read that. Reid and Kaepernick were included in a video played at each stadium Sunday that featured the song Lift Every Voice and Sing, which performed by Alicia Keys. I think it's hilarious, actually. You know what? I'm going to give the NFL a little credit here. I'm going to give you a little credit, NFL. That's a pretty good troll job. That's a pretty good troll job. The fact that both of these dudes are not in the NFL, yet you use them for your social justice propaganda, and now they're mad about it? Brilliant troll. Like, NFL, props. Very good job, NFL. I got to give you credit. I'm pretty entertained by that. I still think you're trash. I still think you're garbage. I still think that you're completely disingenuous. I agree with what they're saying. But the fact that they're mad that they used an NFL platform to push their social justice nonsense while being paid by NFL teams and wearing an NFL uniform, and now that they're not in the NFL, yet the NFL still continues to use their likeness for this nonsense while not having them in the league, it's actually pretty amazing. It's actually pretty amazing. That is social justice eating itself alive in a nutshell. That is fantastic. So, again, we have a lot going on. Some more of the ratings came in. I believe that the Buccaneers-Saints game actually came in at a higher rating than last year. I would have to match it up to the numbers or whatever they were trying to say. They were trying to say that the ratings were good. I don't dispute that the ratings were good for that game. That's the big marquee matchup. There's no doubt about it. But we had the Kansas City Chiefs and the Texans. Those numbers were down. The Sunday night game with the Dallas Cowboys and the Rams were down. We'll see how the Monday Night Football numbers come in. But the marquee games that you guys are positioning to get the most eyes on them are not. Clearly, Tom Brady coming to Tampa Bay for the first time, playing against the legend Drew Brees. First game of the season, that is the sexiest matchup of the week for things that transcend everything that's going on. But we'll see how everything falls into place once, everything calms down. We'll see if they continue on with the nonsense. I hope that they stop, but it doesn't sound like they will. But I love seeing Eric Reid and Colin Kaepernick crying because their likeness is being used, yet the NFL doesn't want them in the league. That is just a beautiful thing. So you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for checking out this video. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Again, we're part of Geeks and Gamers. Geeks and Gamers is the main YouTube channel. We also have geeksandgamers.com, and geeksandgamers.com is our website. You can go over there, jump into the forums, create an account for free. For $10 a month, you can become a premium member. We also have a theme park channel that's called Park Hoppin'. We have a gaming channel called Gaming with Geeks. We got a lot going on. So, you guys, I appreciate it. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.